I am in Cheraw, West Virginia. I'm fixing to hike up a mountain to view the grave of Anderson Devil Anse Hatfield. The famous hog trial was all about supposedly a hog that was stolen by Devil Anse from Randolph McCoy. Devil Anse made his money in timber, where Randolph McCoy, he was a farmer and lived right up the road a little ways from this location. Now, the trial was overseen by Reverend Anse Hatfield, and of course when the trial was all over, it was in favor of Devil Anse, and because the judge was Reverend Anse Hatfield, they didn't set too right with Randolph McCoy. In downtown Pikeville, this is known as the McCoy House. After the Hatfields burned the McCoy home on January the 1st, 1888, Randolph and Sarah McCoy never returned to Blackberry Creek. Governors of Kentucky and West Virginia urged the Hatfield McCoys to move away from each other. The McCoys purchased the house near the riverbank on the East Main Street, and Randolph operated a ferry across the Big Sandy River. And now it has been turned into an Italian restaurant. This is the Pike County Courthouse and Jail. Here was the scene of the Hatfield clan trials for murders of Tobert Randolph Jr., Farmer Affair, and Calvin McCoy. The defendants were lodged in the adjacent jail and found guilty and sentenced to life in prison, except for Ellison Mounts. He was also known as Cotton. He was hanged near here on February 18th, 1890. In the Mawan Depot, they have a wall on the Hatfields and McCoys. And some of these same photographs that we saw in the Hatfield and McCoy Museum in Liberty. This little small West Virginia town on the Tug River was site of something that this little small West Virginia town on the Tug River, it was in this town that a fight started that resulted in a stabbing that resulted in 3 brothers being tied to bushes. They call them a pawpaw tree, but as I was told, pawpaw trees are nothing but bushes. Anyway, they were tied to the bushes and executed. I am standing in Kentucky right now, and if that's the case, and that is indeed the Tug River, right over there is West Virginia. In August of 1882 was election day here, and a fight broke out. Tobert, a son of Randolph McCoy, exchanged heated words with Ellison Hatfield, which started a fight. Tobert, Farmer, and Randolph McCoy Jr. stabbed Ellison to death. Later, the 3 brothers were captured by the Hatfield clan and tied them to a pawpaw tree and shot them in retaliation. This was Goldie's Hardware. This is where the guys from American Pickers found the summons for devil ants. Also in the museum, that sign was right there. And the bed the devil ant slept in was right in there. Goldie's Hardware was on Metter Holler. And this is a holler, a mountain over there, a mountain over there. A little holler out in the middle with just a few houses. And I can't begin to tell you how far in the middle of nowhere I am. Well, there is a mountain in front of me that is even taller than the one I'm on. If you can look way down there, you can see the road. It gives you any indication of how far up we are. I have probably climbed a good 500 foot up a little walking path, and there's a cemetery, and I will promise you that if anybody I knew that died and wanted me to be a pallbearer and they were coming up here, I'd have to decline, because it's all I could do to walk up myself. But these mountain people, they're tough. This is the life-size statue of Devil Anse Hatfield. It was put here in the early 1900s by family and friends of Devil Anse Hatfield, carved out of stone from Italy, made from photographs that they had of him, and they say it is almost an exact replica of when he was alive. On the back side of his statue, it is inscribed Captain Anderson Hatfield, 1839 through 1921, and Levacy Chafin, his wife, 1842 to 1929. And he looks all noble sitting up there. I will add this, even though his name was Devil, and for a lot of his lives he wasn't a very nice man, but from what I understand, in his later years he gave his life to Jesus. Well, it was a long time coming and a long way up here, and I survived. Hopefully the way back down is going to be a lot easier. Well, today I have done a lot of moving around up in the mountains of Kentucky and West Virginia in search of the Hatfields and McCoys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends on all of your social media. But until next time, y'all have a good day.